No matter where you are in the US, it probably has a different name than where you're from. But it's always the same. Here in the Midwest, we call it pop. If you go out towards maybe the West Coast or the East Coast, they'd call it soda. If you go down south, it's always just Coke. Even if it's a Pepsi, it's still Coke. And it's so weird. Because, what is it? Like, what is the official name? Is it a cola? Is it a soda? Is it freaking Coke? I don't know. But what I do know is that I call it pop. And why do I call it pop? Because the bubbles pop. When you open a can, it pops. That is what it is. It is a pop. But a lot of people around here tried to do a revolution, trying to make it soda. And to them, I say, nay. Trying to do an uprising of soda belief. Poppycock. If anything, I will grant you the right to call it soda pop, but to call it soda, nah. It's pop. Get over it. This is the Fat and Happy Show. Hello and welcome back everyone to the Fat and Happy Show. Welcome back. Come on in, take off your pants. Let's have ourselves a bowl of cereal. For today, the cereal is going to be, not you. It's going to be, we'll go back into that Chips Ahoy. Try and get rid of this thing. This abomination, as I like to call it. Because, I mean, seriously, it smelled like a Yankee candle. Someone has been waiting all day for his helping of milk. If you can't tell, he's a little ant. The smell is so much worse today. Like, I'll put it this way. If you were to go into, like, an old kind of antique shop with a Yankee candle section with, like, old candles, that is the smell of that cereal. And I do not like it. Now, see, here's where the panic mode happens. This is where the panic mode happens. He's like, oh, God, it's out. It's out. It's being poured. Oh, God. Dad, please. Dad, please. Oh, God, Dad. Dad, what are you doing? Dad, you got my bowl. Bowl, Dad. There's your freaking bowl of milk. Now, calm down. Okay, drowned every single cookie in milk. That helps with the smell a lot. That's the workaround. Cover every single piece with milk. It'll hide the scent. Becomes a lot more appetizing. But yeah, welcome back to the Fat and Happy Show, everybody. It's a wonderful Hump Day Wednesday, where we're going to go ahead and we're going to get weird, okay, as if the show isn't already weird enough. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to have our bad news, some weird facts, and then I think we're going into like the pet, dog, and the 2 cents of the day. There was no acts of kindness today, and I was just, it was kind of weird. And one of the only things I could find that was good is 30 Rock coming back. And I was never a fan of that show. I don't understand what the big deal is about it coming back. But regardless, let's go ahead and get into that bad news of the day. Where New Zealand, unfortunately, COVID is back. Back again. COVID's back. Tell Japan. But yeah, the COVID is back. 2 women tested positive back in New Zealand. So it doesn't seem like they're really panicking over it, but considering that it takes 2 weeks to show itself, you should probably panic just a little bit that it's probably still around. To be honest, I don't think COVID is going to be going away for a long time, but we'll just have to wait and see. But that's not the only bad news. No, the COVID is actually breaking out in Beijing. Beijing is having a huge spike in this whole coronavirus issue, and hopefully, it doesn't get too bad there, because Beijing is very heavily populated, and another New York in the world was not a good thing for the COVID. To be honest, it was only a matter of time, though. So, it's what it is. Now let's get into that weird news of the day, where we're going to be going back to 2012, except 2012 is now. Yeah, the Mayans, apparently, remember they tried to predict the world would end in 2012, right? Well, the Mayan calendar, to be updated for how calendars work nowadays, the end of the world is now supposed to be Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And to go ahead and say your prayers because, well, just pray for whatever you need, because it doesn't really matter. The Mayans are wrong. So if the world is really supposed to end this Sunday, that would be the perfect wrap-up to this 2020 end of the world apocalypse. And if this is my last Weird Wednesday, I'm sorry I didn't do better. Maybe someday I'll have a budget of where I can have a team work with me and I can actually frickin' make this show the way I want to. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the bell icon. Well, let's go ahead and get into some weird facts, shall we? Starting with Shakespeare, for his epitaph on his death, it actually has a curse in it. No, not like a curse word like fuck or bitch. But no, a curse a curse that is aimed at grave robbers. If anybody was to try and take the bones of Shakespeare, you are gonna be cursed. With what? I have no idea. But you'll be cursed. Now on to the weird fact number 2, which I'm calling bullshit. Bumblebees can apparently fly higher than Mount Everest. And to me, I say, yeah, right. Because let me just give you a little hint. At a certain altitude, temperatures get really, really cold. And if those bumblebees were to fly that high, their wings are going to freeze, okay? They're just going to freeze. So if they're able to fly that high without their wings freezing, then that's amazing. But I kind of doubt it. Bumblebees are big, fluffy bees. But, come on. And now on to the third weird fact, which is that the Queen of England owns all swans in England. Yeah, I really don't know. She just owns all the swans. I don't know why it's a thing. I think it was like a royalty thing back in the olden days, which they still carry on now because we can't let go of the past. That's why all these freaking monuments are getting taken down. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. I don't know. These old traditions of freaking, woo, we're gonna have all the swans are mine. Weird facts of the day, everybody. Freaking all the swans in England are owned by the Queen. I mean, all the corgis are too. I mean, for real, I wish that the Queen didn't own any corgis, because the price of corgis would probably be down here more in my budget level. But no, because the Queen has to have all the corgis. They're super expensive. But let's go ahead and get into that dad joke of the day, everybody. And as always, most dad jokes are just a question. What does a zombie vegetarian eat? Grains. That was non-funny. Yeah, instead of brains, you just take out the B and you put the G in there for grains. I'm not gonna lie, if I was a zombie, I'd go for all the bread. I would. I love bread. Even in the afterlife, I'll still love bread. Bread. And now on to the pet photo of the day, where we have a couple in line here that were not given names. And you want to know what happens when you don't give me a pet name? I'm going to give them a name. So today we got Cheeto, which he's kind of orange, kind of like Chester Cheeto, and he looks adorable and cute enough to eat just like Cheeto. So, welcome Cheeto to the show. But absolutely love it. His owner's name is Kate. That's about all the information I can give you on her. But absolutely cute little baby. It reminds me a lot of like an older cat that I had named Buddy, like when he was a little baby. But absolutely adorable little baby. Also, I love it when cats try and sit like a human. It doesn't work out, but it's funny. And now we're at that part of the show already where it's time to do some 2 cents. Now's the part of the show where Kyle gives his 2 cents. In life, you will come across many difficult obstacles. And with these difficult obstacles, you will have the option of 2 choices. 1, you can let the anxiety build inside of you and you can panic over those little things. You can let it fester to a point of where it almost feels like you're having a heart attack because of just how panicked you are because of this situation. Or you have option 2. You move past the situation, forget that it even happened, and you learn from it. You can go ahead and you can hold on to that feeling and just know not to do it again. To learn a lesson instead of dwelling on it. Life is all about learning lessons, people. And if you don't learn your lessons, are you truly living life? Remember that yesterday's episode I was telling you about how I made a mistake at work? Well, that mistake ended up getting corrected today with the help of someone else. And, like, by the end of the day yesterday, I was like really, really calm about it. I was just kind of like, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do, but I can move on from it. And then the problem got resolved today, which I guess I had a little bit of anxiety from it, but I felt, woo, okay, this is a great thing now that it's fixed. But it was just one of those things where I can move on and I can learn from what I did to not do it again. And that's the nice thing, is life is all about making mistakes, but when you can learn from them and you can move past it, like, it's such a hard thing to do. It's like moving past something, because like a lot of people have regrets in life, but I do not have any regrets in life at all. Sure, there's stupid things that I did in the past, but the stupid things that I did led me to where I am. And where I am, I'm happy with. And I'm happy with where I am because I think I learned from the mistakes. So that way, going forward, I know what not to do. I put my hand on a hot stove, and I'm not going to put it there again. Because it hurts. A lot. But regardless, hopefully, you guys got a little fatter and happier with me in this little Wednesday episode of the Fat and Happy Show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you do want to share the show with everybody else, feel free to share. It is like right now I haven't really been pushing the episodes that much, and we're getting like maybe about 10 views per video. So the people watching it has been dipping down, but at the same time I'm wanting to see like how much of an average audience I have. So if you're watching, thank you. You are appreciated, and I love you. But if you want to share it and try and build the audience, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. But that's going to do it for this Wednesday's episode of the Fat and Happy Show, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow for Thursday's episode. A good night.